guys, welcome back to my channel, and we are here to my best books of the year. So some of these are authors, not books. They're either new to me authors or authors I haven't gotten to in a while. And so I'm just gonna start at the top and work my way down and show you what I have. So top of the list is Abby Jimenez. These are not in any particular order. This is actually kind of the bottom of the list. Like I'll start from 10, work my way up to 1 type of thing. So we have Abby Jimenez. I have read 5 of her books now, and they're all really cute. And there's some hits and misses in there, but overall I'm having a lot of fun with this series. So it's broken up into 2 separate series. I read the first trilogy a while ago, and now I only have 1 book left of this one, which I have checked out from the library and I just haven't gotten to yet. But I'm having a lot of fun with Abby Jimenez, so she's definitely one I want to keep watching out for. The next one I have is Lynn Painter. I have only read the YA books. The last book that I read from her was a sequel to Better Than the Movies, and that one was kind of a miss for me. But the rest of them have been really cute, really sweet, really fluffy, little romances, and I very much enjoyed them. And I am looking forward to starting some of her adult books. But the adult books have really long waits on the library, and I'm not going to buy them without trying them first. So I'm trying to be more responsible as a book buyer. So I haven't gotten to the adult ones yet, but the YA ones were super cute, and I'm looking forward to trying out the adult ones too. The next author that I tried out for the first time this year is Kennedy Ryan. I read this series so far. There's only 2 of them at the moment. So it is Before I Let Go, which is a second chance romance between a divorced couple. And then the next one is This Could Be Us, where she's kind of starting over at, you know, my age. So we have the characters are in their 30s and 40s. They're a little bit older, which is really awesome because I like to see characters that are a little bit older, because most of the books that I read, the characters are in their 20s. So it's nice to see a little bit of a change of pace. They're also a little harder hitting. They have more plot to them. They have more adult problems. They have kids to worry about. They've got griefs to worry about. They've got illnesses to worry about. And I'm having a lot of fun with them. The 3rd one comes out this next year, and I am stoked because I really, really like her. And I also want to try out some of her other ones. I've heard there's a lot of like domestic violence and harder hitting topics in her books, but they're so well written and they're so beautiful that I want to keep reading all of them. All right, this one's more book specific. This is Ali Hazelwood's Bride. I picked this one because Bride was completely different than her other books and a lot of fun for me. I really, really enjoyed this book, and I really hope that she kind of leans into the more fantastical side of her writing. The stem cell stuff, I love that they are strong, smart women, but they're getting old. They're all very the same. And this one was very different, and I really liked that. And so this one specifically, I am looking forward to more books like Bride. Then I tried Emily Henry. So I read a lot of Emily Henry's YA books back in the day. I've liked a couple of them. I've disliked a couple of them. The one that she did with Brittany Cavallaro was very Thelma and Louise, and it was okay. And then the one that she did where they had aliens come down and abduct them was weird. But for the most part, her YA books have been fine. I wouldn't say that I necessarily love them, but I wouldn't say that I hate them either. I would just say that they were fine. But her adult books are really good. I really enjoyed her adult books, and I definitely can see why the hype for her stuff has gone up so much, because her YA books were just nothing special, whereas her adult books are fantastic. I just wanted to show you this one because it's just so pretty. I've really been getting into cozies. I've always liked cozies, but I've been really getting into cozies. This last year, I've read quite a few cozy fantasies. I've read cozy mysteries in the past. I haven't been doing those lately. but I really, really like this genre in general. This cozy fantasy genre has been a lot of fun, and I'm liking it so much. And I just had to show you the book because it's so pretty. Look how pretty. I mean, the bees. The bees. I love bees. Oh, I love bees. My bee. But yes, it's so pretty. It's that one's more of a genre, and just because it's pretty. This one, I don't know how to quantify this one with words. This one just hit that spot in me. If you don't know, I was raised in an abusive household. I was abused. My mother was abused. My stepfather was a horrific person who, for some reason, has made it through all of the things that life has thrown at him, and he's still alive. I don't know how one person lives through so much, but he does. He's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going. But this one was like a little bit of healing from my poor little soul. Like the little girl that's scared and hiding inside of me loved this book. It just, I can't describe to you why. I had a teacher when I was in like 3rd grade who, 4th grade maybe, I don't know. I was living in Texas and I don't remember exactly what grade I was in. But I had really bad holes in my shoes to the point where it went all the way through. It was in the top of my shoe, it was in the bottom of my shoe, and I was screwing around and she saw my shoes. And she took me to the store and she bought me new shoes, which infuriated my mother. It's like, I can buy you new shoes. Why didn't she tell me? And I would have bought you new shoes. And my thought process now as an adult, I mean, then I was just scared. But now as an adult, I look back and I'm just like, they were my shoes. How did you not see that? There was holes all the way through them. And that teacher really meant a lot to me. Can I remember her name? No. Just a teacher at an elementary school in Austin, Texas. I don't know. Maybe someone's heard of this lady. I have no idea who she was. But she really, really meant a lot to me. And there is a teacher like that in this one where she's trying to adopt this little boy. And their relationship means a lot to me. And I've heard people say really horrible things about this teacher. And to those people, I want to say shut up. Because I had a teacher that actually cared once. And I would love to, you know, see her again and give her a hug and tell her, I made it, I'm alive, I'm fine. But having that relationship in this book mattered so much to me. And the book in general was really good. It's about this author who actually took the time to write back to these kids who had devastating things happen in their childhoods, to let them know they're not alone and I'm here for you. And then he had a competition where he brings all of the kids that were like the most important to an island with the ability to win a book. But I think that the plot of the book wasn't as important as the feels that it gave me. And the feels that it gave me were huge. All right. Belladonna. I did not read Belladonna in 2024, but I did read Foxglove and Wisteria in 2024. This was a really good series. I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed finishing the series, and I am looking forward to reading more books by Adeline Grace. So, because this one was just, it was so much fun. The plot and the characters, and it was just so pretty. I just loved it all. Okay. All right, new favorite author. Don't mind me as I wiggle. I'm sitting on the floor and my back's starting to hurt. Because of course I did TikTok before I did you guys. Sorry. So, new favorite author, Lucy Score. She is turned into an auto-buy author, and I'm having a blast reading her books. This one was a lot of fun. Rock Bottom Girl was so much fun. And I really enjoy all of the books where they're funny. I know that she has some that are not so funny. But the ones that I've read so far are super funny. I do own some of the not so funny ones now, and I would like to get to them soon. I just haven't yet because I have to buy the audiobooks for them or read them physically because the library does not carry them. And I have 4 library cards and not one of them carries more of her books. I've only been able to check out one of her books from the library. Everything else I've had to buy from Audible. So if the library could please get some Lucy Score books, that would be fantastic. But I'm having a lot of fun with her books. They're really cute and I like them a lot. And I'm even looking forward to reading some of her harder hitting ones because occasionally I can read a harder hitting book. I've read 4 Kristen Hanna books and I read 3 of them this year. I read Four Winds, then The Great Alone, and then The Women. The Great Alone is definitely a hard book to read. It has domestic violence in it. Most of the domestic violence isn't geared towards the girl until later on in the series. Most of it is just geared towards her mother. But again, I lived through it. It sucks. I don't like, you know, it's not like, oh, hey, guess what I did last night? That was so much fun. My mom got kicked in the face and had to go to the hospital. It's great. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch my channel, so I don't have to censor that out. But, you know, if she does, yes, Mom, I still remember. But this book, I just picked this one specifically. It's more of a Kristen Hanna thing, but this one was really, really good. I definitely think The Great Alone was better than The Four Winds and probably not as good as The Women or Nightingale. The Women and Nightingale I kind of hold neck and neck. They were very different books, but at the same time they were very the same books because they're about the women that happens in wars. So The Great Alone was about the women who got left behind and the women who do backhanded things to support the war efforts for the correct side. I'm pretty sure in World War II we can all agree there was a right side and a wrong side. This one, on the other hand, is about a nurse whose brother goes to Vietnam, and so she joins the army because she wants to be with him. He is a Navy man, and she comes from a Navy family, but the Navy told her that she'd have to be in country for 2 years before she was allowed to go to Vietnam. Air Force told her the same thing, so she joined the army because the army is like, sure, you can go there now. Even though you've just got out of school and have almost no training, why not? We can send you over. And then as soon as she gets home from enlisting, she gets the news that her brother has died. But she still goes. So she spends 2 years in Vietnam, and then when she comes back with horrific PTSD, she gets spit on because she was in Vietnam. And the way that people treated the Vietnam vets, to me, is despicable because it's not their fault. It's not the vets. It's the government. If you're going to hate a war, hate the government for existing in this war. Don't hate the people that are going to war. It's a 95% of the time not their choice. People who join the military do it for many reasons, but most of those reasons aren't, hey, I want to go support this war. A lot of them are, I need to support my country. I need the money. I have no other option. I saw a video once where they equated joining the military to being a stripper. That it's not something that a lot of people are excited to go do. It's something that they feel they have to do to make ends meet, which is why my husband joined. We are a military family. We're a Navy family. He did it because he felt like he needed to. And part of the reason that he felt like he needed to was because he was having a hard time holding down a job. He would get it in his head that if he wasn't having fun, he would just quit. And he blew through a bunch of jobs that way. And the way that he joined the military, because he wanted to have a family, he wanted to propose to me, he wanted to have a job that he wasn't going to be able to just quit when he stopped feeling like going. So the way that they were treated after the war was pretty horrendous. I talk a lot and I babble a lot. Sorry, this one got babbly. But it is the last book on my list. So. But there was the way that she was treated. During the war, it's just what she went through during the war, it was the way she was treated after the war. It was a lot. I understand the negative comments that I saw about it, but most of the negative comments are from people who have never experienced trauma. At least not this level of trauma. Having the nightmares and substance abuse issues, and I mean, I kind of get it because I went through a lot when I was a kid, and I never did the substance abuse thing. Thank God. But I did have nightmares and I do have flashbacks, and when I see certain things, it kind of just, you know, so I get it. I do. It was a very good book. It was really well written. She lives here locally, and I would love to get her signatures on all of my books. But that was it. Those were my top books for the year of 2024. I will come back for my bottom books and my most disappointed books. And then I have a little like year wrap up for you guys with some goals for 2025. And so I will see you soon for the rest of that. Bye.